Hello, my name is Colin Franco, and today I'll be discussing my strategic plan project on achieving academic success of Division III athletes participating in football. Keystone College was selected as the site for the strategic plan project assignment. The school was founded in 1868 as a private college in northeastern Pennsylvania. Keystone College participates in Division III athletics with approximately 335 athletes that comprise of 18 sports teams. The focus of the project will study barriers and present remedies for improving retention and graduation rates among student athletes, particularly football players at Keystone College. NCAA research from 2019 reveals student athletes graduate at a higher rate than the student body. However, half of football student athletes do not graduate from the school they started, and 1 of 5 football student athletes leave in bad academic standing. Support of the project and the assistance of data collection for the proposal was granted from Keystone College's athletic department, which includes but is not limited to the sports information director, Ryan Nowitzki, head football coach Justin Higgins, graduate assistants, and Keystone football players. My first step in starting this project was to develop a student survey with approval from Ryan Nowitzki, director of athletics at Keystone College, and head football coach Justin Higgins. I was able to distribute and collect data from the athletes. The independent research slide states, in order to analyze barriers specific to Keystone College, a student athlete survey was created to capture the perspective of the football players themselves. Surveys are designed to reveal attitudes and opinions, what people think about certain subjects. Several goals were established in relation to the survey and developing a timeline and collecting information relevant to the strategic plan. Research was also collected from the NCAA as part of the 2019 Division III graduation rates report. The NCAA research slide states the NCAA identifies academic success as graduation. The voluntary collection of graduation rates for Division III institutions to the NCAA for the 2019 season indicated a significant disadvantage in the achievement for retention and graduation rates program for student athletes that participate in a football program. The importance of monitoring student achievement is significant and important gauge not only for the success students, but institutions as well. Academic metrics can be helpful for student athletes as they research institutions. This next slide illustrates the poor federal graduation rates of Division III football players. Field hockey and women's lacrosse both are at 80%, women's soccer 75%, softball 74%, women's volleyball 73%, women's basketball 71%, men's lacrosse and baseball at 66%, men's soccer at 64%, men's basketball at 57%, and it is striking to note that football players, it's only 50%. With the data collected signifying worrisome graduation rates for football, the following goals and outcomes were written. The first goal dealt with the surveys. The first goal was to seek approval from the athletic department and football coaching staff to distribute and evaluate a student survey designed to indicate possible barriers that keep football players from achieving academic success. My next goal was to have at least 60% of football players complete and hand in the surveys. The outcome, the survey received full approval to administer to players with 92% of student athletes returning the document completed. The notable number of participants contributing insight increases the validity of the study. The survey results are as followed. The goal was to collect and analyze data upon receipt of surveys. The outcome identified the following items of concern. 23% addressed an attitude towards academic as, in quotation marks, just to pass. 41% plan on pursuing sports as a professional career. 49% commit more time to sports than academics. 49% felt there is not additional academic help for student athletes on campus. 62% left narrative comments addressing the barriers. Those barriers include 59% expressed the need for more tutoring, group tutoring, and having tutors available during study halls. 15% suggested a mentoring program. Less than 1% addressed food insecurity as a barrier. Although the percentage of respondents is low for this category, I felt it was necessary to address this concern. The following are positive identifiers from the survey. 100% of the players indicated they plan on graduating from college. 77% stated football student athletes to go above and beyond with their academics, and 100% revealed they participate in study halls. Based on research and survey results, a SWOT analysis was created. The strengths are Keystone College's football program is in its infancy. Fall 2021 kicked off its college debut season, developing a strategic plan that is geared to aid athletes in overcoming barriers leading to college success as a preventive measure instead of a corrective measure is a distinguishable strength. In addition, the plan can be used as a recruitment tool when talking with potential student athletes and their families. There is likelihood that it may be the motivational piece that convinces a student to commit to Keystone College. The weaknesses are, a weakness that comes to mind is the potential for students to leave the program and transfer to another larger institution. Keystone's program has not yet developed a reputation as having a winning program. The introduction of a new sport team may take years before establishing a recognizable status in the world of college athletics. Name recognition needs to grow with the program's success, and that will take time. Continue with the SWOT analysis. The opportunities include the formation of a new sports team also present opportunity for the campus community. The strategic plan could help enhance the reputation of the football program. By placing emphasis on a commitment to student success in the classroom, more community and campus support will grow for the program. Keystone College will stand as an institution that cares about the welfare of student athletes so much that it is committed to implement additional safeguards to help ensure academic success. Keystone's football program could be a shining star with academic assurances that sets it apart from other Division III institutions. The threats include one obstacle to the plan's success is the financial commitment from the college in implementing change. The big picture is the overall benefit to the students, which in turn will benefit the college. The increase in recruitment, retention, and graduation rates should outweigh any concerns regarding financial support. Sometimes you need to spend money to make money, and this is one of those situations. A solid program with a good reputation will fend off competitors who may try to compete after this target market. The following are the intended goals and projected outcomes based on research and the SWOT analysis. The first goal is to schedule a meeting to evaluate the results with the athletic department, football coaching staff, and student representatives from the football team with the objective to prioritize items that were most concerning and select the top 2 items that were identified as barriers to academic success to be addressed in the strategic plan. The outcome, the relevant information will serve as the targets for the strategic plan. The second goal is the creation of a formal plan to address obstacles of the top 2 items. Number 1, additional tutoring support, and number 2, developing a mentoring program. The outcome, a well thought out plan that includes a budget for financials and staff support. And the third goal is review plan with stakeholders and determine a reasonable timeline. And the outcome is to establish the timeline. Continuing with the future goals and intended outcomes, the fourth goal is to collaborate with additional campus departments such as student services and admissions to aid in the creation and implementation of the strategic plan. The outcome, a full campus awareness of the project. The fifth goal is to present the final version of the strategic plan. The outcome, a strategic plan that addresses the barriers presenting Keystone College football players from achieving academic success. The sixth goal is to enact, plan, and monitor outcomes, and the outcome is the strategic plan's full implementation. The final goal is to assess results and modify or revise targets and goals. The outcome is the plan is a live document with opportunity to adjust as needed by input from stakeholders to protect the longevity and effectiveness of the plan by following the rational decision-making model. The proposed timeline starts in September 2021 with items already completed and concludes in June 2023. Resources and budget include creating a full-time position for a coordinator of a tutoring and mentoring program and 5 peer tutors and 5 peer mentors. The total costs are 1 coordinator that's full-time is $40,000, 10 tutors/mentors combined that are part-time equal $15,000. The chart outlines the responsibilities. Concluding is the evaluation and effectiveness. The effectiveness of the plan will include establishing a baseline of current student athletes retention and graduation rates for comparison to future data. In addition, the success of the plan will be measured by the data released by the NCAA to compare graduation rates to other Division III institutions. Short-term findings will occur when data shows if there is an increase in student participating in tutoring or mentoring services. When deemed necessary and with scheduled check-ins with stakeholders, modification could be made to ensure the efficacy of the plan.